So it's a new year. We have all these big goals written down for us. But the problem is, or the struggle is, that we always cannot achieve these goals. But in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to break down your big goals into actionable steps. If you have not seen me before, hi, my name is Salma. And yeah, I do videos like this. If it's something that you enjoy, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Without talking too much, let's get right into the video. Step one is to clearly define your goals. Now, this is important when you want to achieve, big things, or you are looking to achieve big things. It's important that you clearly define those goals. For example, let's say you want to increase your revenue this year. So instead of saying, oh, I just want to increase my revenue, be specific about it. Say, I want to be able to make, let's say your revenue is $100,000. You say, this year, I want to be able to make $200,000. Now, by clearly defining it, you already set a target for yourself, and it's easier to, say, imagine that success. Another example would be, maybe if you want to lose weight, for instance. So instead of saying, oh, I just want to lose weight this year, you say, I want to lose 20 kg in 3 months. Now, by clearly defining it like that, you already visualize your success and visualize that, okay, this goal is actually achievable. So it's not just saying, oh, I want to lose weight. It's saying, I want to lose this specific amount of weight by so time. So the next step would be to break it down into smaller milestones. Like, let's use our previous example of, you want to increase your revenue this year by $200,000. Now, a year is 12 months. So you know that 200 divided by 12 would give you around 16 to 17K. So you're looking at making 16 to 70K per month. Now, as you have split it down into smaller goals, it's easier for you to achieve. It's easier for you to set that target and say, okay, this month I'm going to be making 16K. This month I'm going to be making 17K. So you work towards it like that. So this gives you like a checkpoint to, your greater goal or your bigger goal. So breaking it down into smaller goals actually helps you, achieve your goal, or look at those big goals smaller, and it looks more achievable, right? So another thing with this step is that you can also celebrate your small wins. So let's say you've made, 16, 17, or even 18K this month. You'll be able to celebrate that, oh, I'll be able to make this so amount this month. So you are getting closer to your bigger goal. So step three would be for you to create a timeline and set deadlines for yourself. Now, let's use our example of 200K in a year, right? So we know we've broken it down to smaller goals, like, okay, every month I'm going to make 16K. So now we can now further break that goal into quarterly, right? So in a quarter is 3 months. So in 3 months, you should have been able to make 50K. So you've already set that timeline for yourself, that, okay, even if you don't make 16K this month, you made 17 or you make 15, at the end of the quarter, you should be able to make 50. So you have broken it down into 4 places, that, okay, every quarter you are making 50K. So your 50K can come anyhow. It mustn't be that every month you're making 60, because sometimes if you're looking at it, it's not going to happen that way, right? So, but at the end of the quarter, you can easily measure it and say, oh, I have made so and so amount by the end of these 3 months, or by the end of this quarter. And it's easier. For that, you're getting closer and closer to your main goal. So whatever you're doing, you can also apply this concept to anything, any goal that you set for yourself. Break it down like that. Even if it's, say, 6 months, you can use 2 months. Like every 2 months, you've already achieved so and so as your timeline. So even with our weight loss example now, it's the same thing. So I would say that you shouldn't limit yourself or limit your thinking. Always, the way you break it down is the way you would visualize it, and it will now be easier to achieve that goal. So now we are in the most important step, which is step 4. Now you have to identify the little tasks that you need to do to achieve those goals. Now it's not just saying, oh, I want to make so and so amount quarterly. What are the things that you need to do to achieve those goals? You have to write them down, and that way you know that, oh, you're going to make, you is certain that you're going to make that money. You cannot say, oh, I don't know, I'm going to do it though, I must make. You cannot put it like that. You have to identify the work that you need to do to get that amount of money by that time. So let's say you are a business person. Let me just relate it to business. Like, okay, you want to make 200K per month. What are the things that you need to do? You need to run more ads for your business. Do you need to do look for another source of income? Let's say you are working and you want to increase your revenue. You have to look for another source of income. You have to take extra shifts for you to achieve those things. Those tasks that you need to do, those things that you need to do to achieve that goal, you have to write it down and you have to identify it, so you know that these are the things that you want to achieve. So step 5 is for you to prioritize your tasks and take action. Now, those tasks that you need to do to achieve your dream or to achieve your big goal is to come first in everything that you are doing. No matter what you are doing, you have to put that in front before any other thing, so it's easier for you to achieve those goals. It's easier to make them very important and put them in front so that you don't, get laid back. The more you do it, the more easier it will become. So the key goal here is for you to be consistent. When you put your tasks in front and make them very important, it's for them to make you consistent in whatever you are doing, and you continue to do them and you continue to do them, and it becomes very easy than just saying it in your head and you cannot, do them physically. Then the last step here is for you to track your progress and adjust as needed. Now, in whatever you're doing, make sure that your progress can be tracked. So let's say you've made 50K this quarter, you've made another 50K in the next quarter. That means you've already made 100K in total. Or maybe this quarter you made 40K or 30K. Next quarter you made 50K, or you made 40K again. Then you know that, oh, something is wrong somewhere. You are getting closer and closer, but you are not reaching the goal. So you know how to adjust whatever you are doing so that you can actually meet those goals. So always adjust. You're a human being. Things can happen at any time. It's not compulsory that it must happen so time because you set a goal to it. But it's good that you set the goal so that you can work towards it than just saying it. And that's what make people go out of their New Year resolution, is that they are not consistent, they did not plan it out, and they just put it in their head, thinking that this is just going to work the way you put it in your head. No, you have to take those actions so that you can see the results. So you see now that those big goals that you put in your head that seem like it cannot be done can actually be done, right? So it's always good that you plan it out, just like the way I have said it, so that you can be able to achieve it. Now, it can be anything. It's not compulsory that it's money. I'm just using money as an example. It's not compulsory that it must be money. It can be weight loss. It can be making more friends. It can be building a community. It can be anything. As long as you can do them just the way, break them down into smaller pieces and achieve them like that, it will be easier to achieve your goal and mark your progress at the end of the timeline that you have set for yourself. So everything goes hand in hand together. You can see now that it's pretty easy. It's not something that is so difficult to achieve. So that will be all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.